Today on The Dish, Ben Levinthal. He doesn't have the typical resume of someone we feature, but we have a good reason for this, because for more than a decade, this industry insider has had an impact on how we talk about and visit restaurants. Dana Jacobson, I told you she would be here, caught up with Leventhal last week here in New York to see how he's done it and what he's creating now to change the game for diners.
You're not a restaurateur.
Nope.
You're not a chef.
Nope.
Have you ever worked in a restaurant or kitchen space?
Less than one shift.
Ben Levinthal may not know his way around the kitchen, but for nearly 2 decades, he's been on the cutting edge of modernizing the way we consume food culture.
What is it about food or restaurants that you love?
I mean, we all love restaurants. We all love talking about the place we've just been, the dish we've just had. I'm just lucky enough to somehow have turned that obsession into a career.
It's an obsession built over a lifetime.
It seems like you've got like restaurant history from New York here.
Yes, we love our restaurant brands.
As a young adult, Leventhal was seduced by the evolution of the New York dining scene.
21 Club, it started as Jack and Charlie's.
In 2005, that infatuation led him to launch Eater with friend Lockhart Steele.
We were outsiders and felt like the cast of characters around restaurants weren't getting their due. And so we just started doing it.
After selling Eater in 2013, Leventhal co-founded the online reservation app Resy, which he also sold, this time to American Express.
Could you just have been like, after Resy, I'm done, I'm good, thanks Amex for the money for buying us, I'm gonna hang out at the beach?
It's really not who I am. I think there's more to be done here. I want to continue to innovate in this space, and so here we are.
Here is at the office of his latest startup, Blackbird. The app launched last year and recently received $24 million in funding.
So what do we do?
So we got to check in.
Okay.
By tapping in at participating spots,
Let's tap the puck.
Blackbird users check in,
There you go.
opening up a new connection between restaurants and their diners. Leventhal showed me how the app works over a lunch at New York City's Moody Tongue Sushi.
Now this is a surprise.
This is a surprise and delight. This is a secret perk you get if you check in with Blackbird. Some perks and some rewards are stated. Others, the restaurants like to make a surprise and delight.
So Moody Tongue Sushi decided you get a flute of beer to start your meal. Cheers.
For diners, Blackbird operates like a loyalty platform. Like credit card points or airline miles, it offers native currency, in this case, Fly, which can be used at places with the app.
Isn't that awesome?
That's incredible.
Yeah. It's
Oh
like
my
a little
God.
sneaky bite.
The spice in it.
Leventhal didn't always have such a refined palate.
I was a pretty picky eater growing up.
You weren't eating sushi growing up.
I really wasn't eating sushi growing up. We had a tradition of going out to dinner on Sunday nights as a family. And my tastes were pretty down the middle for a long time.
Like a kid.
Yeah.
His childhood dream, to become a baseball player.
When did the dream die? I'm sorry.
Is the dream dead yet?
No, oh my gosh, you're right. I'm sorry. Maybe not. When did you shift gears away from the baseball player?
When I graduated college, I thought I was going to go into finance. And it turns out nobody in finance wanted me to work there. And so I went to work in entertainment and television. And I think in those years that I was young and traipsing around New York City, I just figured out that really restaurants was a passion area and something I should lean into.
And while it's not a major league club, Blackbird does offer its own teams. There's a breakfast club membership where $25 a month gets you a daily cup of coffee. And for burger lovers...
So tell me a little bit more about the Burger Club.
The Burger League of New York.
Oh, Burger League of New York.
Burger League of New York,
it.
of which I'm the commissioner. No big deal.
Is there a draft?
There, not this year.
Okay.
There's not. Maybe next year there will be a draft. The Burger League of New York is a collection of burger restaurants that we think are incredible. And each week, the league meets at a different restaurant, and we get to sample the burger.
Oh, that is kind of cool.
Their most recent event was at Fairfax in Manhattan's West Village.
You guys can follow me?
League members pay a $250 annual membership. good for 2 complimentary burgers a week. As for our lunch back at Moody Tongue, Blackbird even managed to alleviate what can often be the uncomfortable end of the meal.
The worst fights that happen sometimes at a restaurant, end of the meal, who's getting the check?
Yes.
This problem is solved now.
This problem is solved. We're going to agree to split it.
Right.
So let's split the check.
Okay.
It's split. Now I'll go over to join,
Okay.
and I'll scan your QR. Now we're splitting the check.
That's awesome.
Another Blackbird feature aimed at helping restaurants up their hospitality game. And at a time where every diner counts, showing the most loyal a little love may just be the key ingredient to a restaurant's success.
The bar on food is so high today. The entry-level restaurant
Right.
in tertiary markets in the US, that entry level is spectacular. In a world where those prices are rising faster than you can raise menu prices, it's definitionally doomed.
Right.
And that's the problem that restaurants are having.
Which is so sad because they do play
Which
such
is-
a huge role
Which
in
is
our
a
lives.
disaster because these places must exist, otherwise what are we going to do with ourselves?
Never tell a man his sport dreams and athletic dreams are dead. Good recovery by Dana there saying, when did you shift gears?
Yeah, perfect segue there. But I'm signing up. That looks like a
And I've
great app.
Loved Resi for so long, so Blackbird
Yeah,
could really be
how about
the
that?
hack.